You're now tuning in to Ginger Frequency with Chad
and B.
Welcome to episode 2.
You got me again. You got me again.
We thought we'd start this episode off by introducing you to a little creature named Patches.
Yo,
Patches,
creatures.
come here.
Patches.
Come here, Patches. There you go.
Hi, Patch.
This is, I don't know if they can see her.
Oh, she's snuggling. Oh, look how sweet. Aww.
See, this is Patches.
Oh, Patch.
This is Bee's dog. She's a sweetheart, 11 years old.
11 years old. So cute. So cute.
Patches hates red dye number... Wait, what number was it?
Red 40? No, red
dye...
Red 3?
3. I think it's red 3.
Red 3?
Yeah. So,
what are the red dyes?
So the
what are the red dyes?
FDA just finally banned it. And
Yeah.
it's known to cause cancer in rats and shit. And cause ADHD.
Yeah. They've linked it to ADHD, like dyes and stuff. And you know what's messed up is they have like all the all the dyes in cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have.
It's in everything. Like one of my favorite like drinks has it in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like great.
Yeah. Well, and like a lot of kids' cereal has all these like really harmful dyes, and then also like the farms, they spray like pesticides on the wheat and the grains.
That's in all the cereals.
And then they put
stuff,
and they put like really gnarly fertilizer and all this stuff. And so we're just like and then
we
pour
children.
milk, and then
like,
the kids pour like the parents like pour milk on the cereal, and like the cows have like hormones and stuff in it. It's like we're literally feeding our the children of America are being fed poison for breakfast. A bowl of poison. Yeah. A nice tasty bowl of dye and poison.
Might as well be just like eating rat poison at this point.
Yeah,
like,
for real. For real. Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah.
Speaking of rats, though.
Why is the only... the rat... Yeah.
So, apparently, like, a bunch of rats ate all the drugs in an evidence closet at a, like, prison or whatever, or cop station.
Oh, my gosh.
And they, like, they're addicted to it now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Is there like a rat rehab?
There should be.
There's a poor little.
There's a money starter for us. Like rat rehab.
Yeah, rat rehab. You like send us all of your lab rats. We'll rehabilitate them. Like that's so. How did they get? So they like. Was it rats that escaped from a lab, or was it just like rats in general? It was just like rats got into the just wild rats.
Just eating all the drugs like.
Oh
so there's all these like methed out rats running around the place.
I wonder what their favorite one was. Like, what'd they go back to? Like,
I wonder if they had to like release people because they no longer had the evidence against them.
Yeah.
Like, do you think people got away free? Because they were like, "Hey, what drugs?" Like, right? Like,
well,
you don't have them. Like,
I mean, what if it was just like one of the workers? Like, I watched that.
Just steal them, blame it on the rats.
Yeah, just blame it on rats. Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, there was that one lady. I watched a documentary not too long ago where there was this one lady. I guess she was working at this one like drug or what do you call it? Holding tank. Where you put all the evidence room. Oh. She's worked in the evidence room for like 15 years, and like one time they busted somebody with like a big old like jar of like liquid meth, and I guess like every day she would just like take a dropper of meth, and like for like 15 years she was just like doing it for so long that finally somebody noticed that the bottle was like kind of low. And I guess she was just like flat. Nobody like it is so ridiculous because like if she would have just been like diagnosed with ADHD, she probably would have been fine. But no, she's like in the evidence room, just taking like the strongest meth known to man. And she was just working. She didn't mess up. She didn't steal. That's all she did. But like.
People take weird stuff in. Did you hear about the little kid that ate his dad's ashes?
Oh my!
The mom thought he just had like dirt on his face, but it was like eating his dad.
That's so gross. Oh no!
Can you imagine, son?
The horror.
You just ate your father.
Like. It's like you thought it was like a jar of cookies. It's just like I'm just gonna eat some dust. Like
is this chocolate? Like chocolate powder for cocoa?
Like how would you feel? Like the embarrassment and be like, I birthed this child and it ate ashes, and then also not only did it ate his dad's ashes. Oh my gosh. That's
one way to get close to somebody, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be forever together forever.
Until he takes a shit.
Yeah.
Then you're shitting out your dad.
Yeah. Well, that's a full. I mean, it's not really a full circle moment because like the kid came out of the mom, but I mean, I don't know. Do you think the dad would think it was funny?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And the mom's just horrified and crying, and the dad's just laughing. Oh my gosh. Oh, speaking of laughing, like, did you hear about Coca-Cola's gonna uphold the gave presidential tradition?
Trump a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
You know how?
Oh, is he on the Diet Coke or is it regular Coke?
They gave him a Diet Coke. What's funny though is like the sugar they use in Diet Cokes are known to like cause cancer in rats too.
Oh yeah.
And so maybe they're just trying to kill him off.
I mean, yeah. Do you think? Oh yeah, because he probably drinks like a 12-pack of Diet Coke.
Probably.
Nobody's ever seen him.
McDonald's.
Yeah. Nobody's ever seen him with a Diet Coke, but he probably drinks like he probably wakes up at like 5 a.m. and just like slams like 6 Diet Cokes. Yeah.
Most definitely. Did you hear about there's a 17-year-old kid that hacked Ray-Ban glasses, you know, like they're like the Google Lens where you get the AR in them.
Like the spy glasses?
Yeah, so he did that to cheat at chess in one of the championship things.
Oh my god. Like what? Like, was he like...
It probably showed exactly where to move on the chessboard.
Yeah, and so was he also wearing glasses though?
Well, those are glasses. They have a little camera inside and stuff. And so it'll show like an argumented reality where to move the chess pieces and stuff.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
So when you told me that, I thought he had hacked into somebody else's Ray-Bans and was like
no, he was wearing them. Like Facebook
like
is partnered with them to make them and stuff now. Yeah.
Okay, so he could just like see like what move to move next. Oh, so what's so funny? I thought like he had hacked into somebody else's Ray-Bans and then he had like I don't know, like you remember like that guy? He had like a vibrator in his ass and like I thought it was like he hacked it.
Oh, I heard about that chess player. Yeah, where it told him when to move or something. Or how did that work exactly?
So it just like vibrated, like it was like
was somebody else vibrating it to signal where to move or something? Yeah. How many vibrates or something?
Yeah, so it was like Morse code.
What position?
Like vibrations in his ass. So I thought it was like a situation like that.
This is a little bit better.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Yeah, if you could just see, instead of having to go through all that, I guess, like, you know. Just see, like, wow. AI is getting scary.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty scary. So, yeah.
Man, so, how many planets are there in our solar system?
There is 8.
8? Okay, so
there used to be 9, but Pluto is a rogue moon now, right?
Or is it a planet again? I'm not even sure.
I think... Is it a planet again? No, it's not a planet anymore.
I thought once they got like photos of it showing how like
it doesn't have any moons.
It was, and it rotates like doesn't rotate Neptune or something.
No.
Like it gets in front of it at one point or something, right?
Maybe.
So it's technically like Neptune's moon or something.
I used to know.
I don't know.
A lot more. I don't
they
know.
always switch back and forth.
I guess we'll hear about it in the comments. But
I'm sure. 7 out of the 8 then.
Yeah.
Or 7 out of the 9.
Yes.
Are in perfect
Yeah.
Sync lined up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that like make people's minds go crazy?
Oh, for sure. Like
because when there's a full moon, people are nuts.
It is. And you know what's so funny? Like people are like, oh, like astrology isn't real, blah blah blah. But like people do act differently. Like the moon controls the tides of the ocean. It's like it has like a gravitational like pull.
On
like why wouldn't and humans are made like 70% water.
Yeah.
So like why wouldn't it affect us?
Yeah. The water in our fucking bodies.
Yeah. Oh, that's
sounds like something's going down.
Yeah, sounds like going down outside. Yeah.
Oh, apparently, Mark from Facebook, his own lawyer fired him because he was tired of his like neo-Nazi like extremism that he's going through right now.
Oh my god, his own like Zuckerberg's lawyer.
Yeah. For Facebook, not just him, I think, right? Is it for the lawyer they used for the whole
It might be. So, you know how bad you have to fuck up for a lawyer to fire you?
Yeah,
because lawyers are, like, paid to, like... I mean, you pay them to just like do your bidding. Pretty
He's like,
much,
I'm not
like,
touching
advocate
this
for
with
you.
a long stick.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out of here.
I'm
I'm
outta here.
out. Yeah, that you know how that's bad. Like if you get fired from if a
because
lawyer fires you, you fucked up really bad.
So there's a new species, this giant like bug looking thing. It's like, you know those little roly polies?
Yeah.
It looked like a giant one of those.
Ew.
They found by Thailand. And they've been eating it as a delicacy, so we're pretty much gonna make new species go extinct before like
we could even study it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! What do you like? They're just like make it like. What do they think it does? Like to eat it? Because normally, like in the
it probably tastes like shrimp or something.
Oh my god! Shrimp bug soup. Yeah, there's
shrimp bug soup.
It's like this new bug soup. Like I wonder. They probably think it does something.
What do you think would be the best tasting bug soup? Like out of all the bugs?
I mean, out of all the bugs. I mean, this new soup sounds kind of good. Like, but
maybe we should take a trip to Thailand and try some.
Yeah, we go eat some sea bug soup. Like
before they go extinct.
Yeah. Well, I wonder, like, I'm trying to think of what kind of bugs like would be the best tasting.
You probably would like worms.
Only if they were like they fasted for a while. I don't want to eat like I don't want to like they need to fast for a little bit.
So they aren't
like
filled with shit.
Yes, they are filled with shit. It's like fry them into little fries. Like,
do you remember that book, How to Eat Fried Worms?
I do remember. Yeah, I
or?
do remember that. Yeah. So worms, like, they just kind of taste like dirt, you know. Like I have eaten a worm.
Yeah.
It wasn't that good.
You ate a worm?
When I was a kid, yeah. I used to do weird stuff to like piss off my parents,
Yeah.
you know. Like I was like, I lived on a farm. It's like I could, like, how else am I gonna rebel? Like.
Yeah, weren't you telling me earlier today that you were throwing like erasers and boogers and stuff in like a bread?
You spilled some secrets. You spilled the tea right there. You spilled some tea. No, in 5th grade, like my teacher was like, we're gonna make sourdough bread, and at the end of the year we're gonna feed it to all the parents. So all year we had this like big 5-gallon bucket of sourdough starter, and we just like kept feeding it yeast and flour and whatever. I can't remember, like whatever else you feed it. But like when every time she would leave the room, we'd like come back from lunch early or something, and we would just like throw the weirdest like
I got a Band-Aid.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody ever did a Band-Aid, but like chewed up eraser, like people would like chew on their eraser and spit it in there. Yeah, and spit in there. Like I flung a couple boogers in there. Like some other people flung some boogers. I mean, like fingernails, all kinds of stuff. Just
and then you guys fed the bread to your parents.
And so at the end of the year, everybody was so proud of us that we had like kept this active like sourdough bread alive. And we baked I don't know what a teacher brought, like one of the teachers brought it home, like baked the bread and then like brought it back and they like fed it to everybody, and everybody was so proud of us. And we were just like we'll have we all just like took one for the team and had like a slice, and we're like, oh, that's good. Like everybody else like loved it. They loved the bread.
They loved it. That's the secret ingredient. Like some rubber, racers, and boogers and spit. That's the secret ingredient to making good bread.
Yeah. We felt so bad, but at the same time it was so funny. It's like who leaves 5th graders with an open bucket of something growing? You know what I mean? Like
stupid teachers.
Yeah.
Like they probably knew kids were doing something.
Nah, I don't think she did. She wouldn't have.
People that
if she knew we were putting boogers in the fucking in the bread yeast.
Did the teacher eat any?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no,
geez.
she loved it. So I don't think she knew. Like we were real. Still to this day, like I was gonna take that to the grave,
we might
but
need
now
to cut this part out.
Everybody knows. Yeah, I had to cut it. Like I was gonna take that one to the grave, but everybody knows now. So
there's supposed to be this year an earthquake erupting off the coast of Oregon. Where this is where we live in Oregon,
yeah.
And I live on the coast, and volcano's supposed to erupt, have an earthquake. The big earthquake's supposed to happen anyways, also in Oregon, and
Cascadia.
So, and so some guy was saying all the birds are gone in Depot Bay and Lincoln City, and maybe that signaling is coming. They're running away, because usually there's seagulls everywhere. And
did we hear birds today? Hear anything?
We saw a hummingbird.
In the one hummingbird. Like, it's like, oh, dumbass Jerry got left behind. Like,
well, most of the birds fly south for the winter, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, seagulls don't.
Yeah, no, seagulls are... So the seagulls are gone, too?
Yeah.
That's scary, actually.
Yeah, right?
So the Cascadia fault line is actually... So it's like a newly discovered one. And they just found out, like, a couple years ago that the fault line is actually, like, it's, like, leaking.
Oh,
it's like there's hot stuff coming out of it. There's like hot water. There's like something leaking out of the fault line, and it's like shifting like really bad. So there's like an indication like it's like the
well, they found
fault
evidence of a giant tsunami back in the day because they found really old logs that were flattened from it or something. Yeah.
So that like this is supposed to be like the biggest, like if this earthquake goes off, it's supposed to be like the biggest one, like ever.
Yeah. World dead.
On the world, yeah. And we live like, I mean, you're right there, and then we're both I just hope we're together.
You'd be fine. Like,
no, I mean, if that one goes off, no, the tsunami's supposed to reach like all the way to Albany.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
No, it hits like there's a tsunami zone, and once it can't get over past a certain height.
Yeah, that's what you want to tell yourself. I just hope we're together. Okay. Yeah, I just hope we're together.
Like on the beach when it happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's like might as well get taken out early, or if we like get away too, or hopefully we're out of town.
It's like the movie Deep Impact when they're running up the hill trying to escape the big wave. That's
yeah, it's like running. All right, well.
So speaking of Oregon, U of O discovered the largest aqua filter, like a underground water source.
Oh, an aquifer?
Yeah, okay. In Oregon. How much do you bet one of the water companies are going to come drain it for bottled water?
Oh my gosh, for real!
I guarantee they're already working. They're already to get it.
Yeah. They're already pumping it. There's probably tire tracks all around it. Like where they found the source. There's probably like chip bags and like fucking guys just sitting there in their trucks.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they find plastic like down in the water?
Probably. Like seriously though, like they're gonna ruin that. They're gonna suck it all up and sell it, and they're gonna put it in plastic and poison it, and just like sell it to whoever. So frustrating. It's like leave our pockets of water and oil alone.
So what do you know about Trump's pick for Secretary of Defense? Pete Hegseth? Is that Hegseth's name?
Yeah, Hegseth? Yeah. Well, as far as I know, he's an abusive piece of shit.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I read something, he drank 3 vodka tonics, I think it was. Or no, gin and tonics.
Okay.
3 gin and tonics at 9 a.m. with a meeting with Trump. And I guess, weren't you saying, Trump said he had to quit drinking or something if he took this position?
Yeah, no, okay, so he said, when he was getting questioned by the panel, they asked him, like, hey, like, can you, he said, like, oh, I'll quit drinking when I get this job. And, like,
bullshit.
He also, bullshit. Yeah, that's the most alcoholic thing I've ever heard. Seriously? Like, yeah, seriously. I'll quit drinking when I get this job. Like, okay, yeah. Also, what else? Like, there was something else that he was saying, too. Oh, yeah, he couldn't... Okay, so when he was getting questioned by, like, the panel of people who are, like, the Justice League, I don't fucking know. Like,
Congress.
Congress. Yeah, that's
Justice League.
Yeah, he's getting questioned by the panel of people who's questioning him, for the job. He's like in an interview with like a whole like row of people. They asked him, like, they were just like calling him out, like, hey, like, we've heard you have been accused of sexual abuse, we've heard you've been accused of like being
so pretty much like all of Trump's picks.
Yeah, pretty much everybody Trump surrounds himself with is like a sexual abuser.
He loves like horrible people.
Yeah, it's
Trump probably had something to do with killing Epstein in prison.
For sure.
Because he was on the flight logs to his island. So Trump was,
he's probably,
part of it.
Yeah, like, Epstein's probably, like, in Trump's bathroom. Like, he's probably still alive. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he broke him out, put some fake dead person.
Yeah, like, probably, something happened. But, like, so, they when they asked him, Pete Hegseth, they asked him, like, hey, like, we've heard you've done all these things, like, And he's like, well, I've been cleared by that. I've been cleared. Like, that's not, you know, that never happened. I've been cleared.
Just like,
and he's like, well, we have you
Trump
on video. And then the guy's like, yeah. He's like, well, we have you on video, but whatever. And he's like, we're moving on. So, like, would you condemn somebody who has done these acts to, like, would you say that they, would qualify or be disqualified for being
Did he say disqualified?
He couldn't deny it.
Yeah.
He couldn't deny it. Like,
well, he knows he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he
well,
just doesn't care about
yeah,
it.
so he said, yeah, because they were just like, what if a person committed these kinds of acts, like sexual abuse or abusers, leaking information, all that kind of stuff, like, would you say that they are disqualified from being Secretary of Defense? And he's like, and he kept like deflecting the question.
Yeah, of course he did.
And he couldn't say no. He couldn't condemn it, and so it's just like he made himself look so bad. And it's so weird, like, everybody that Trump, like, every person that Trump has picked has got all of a sudden, like, these scandals have come out.
Yeah, they're all
like, such scandals. They're terrible people. Terrible people. Like, what the Matt Gaetz guy, the fucking eyebrows, eyebrows. Like, he
Well, I think Senate didn't allow him to get picked.
Yeah, it's so weird. Thankfully, for real though, because like he was, I mean, he's paying like teenagers for like sex and drugs. Like that's gross. It's like
why would Trump even want people like this on his cabinet? Like,
why is he picking those people?
Yeah, I'm guessing they're paying him. Yeah. So they can get out of like any legal troubles they were in if they weren't in power or something.
Yeah, and it's almost like he knows that they aren't going to get picked, and so he's just, like, taking their money. Like, oh, yeah, I'll try to get you a job. Probably, and just, like, taking their money and being like, oh, they're not going to get it. Yeah. So he's, like, he's swindling everybody. Oh, God.
So a light bulb went on for me the other day. Yeah. So, you know how Republicans, like, don't think climate change is real?
Oh, yeah.
So I realized they 100% know they want it to happen. Because then, like, Greenland, it opens up more places to drill for oil and mining. So it's not that they don't believe it. They're just saying that because they want it to happen. Yeah. They want shit to melt.
They know.
For, more oil, and it's all about greed. It comes down to greed.
Yep. You know? Yeah, they don't give a... They probably think, like, oh, the world's gonna end anyways. Like, we're all fucked anyways, so might as well make as much money as I can. Yeah, they don't care about
anybody else. Yeah.
And it's so ridiculous, because, like, they have so much money that they don't even, like, need. It's just sitting in a big... It's, like, sitting as a number on a computer. Yep. It like doesn't even exist.
I know, like Elon has so much money, he could end homelessness, but instead he buys a social media like company, and now he's turned it into like a Nazi land for people to spew hate.
It is, it is. That's pretty much all it is now. That's all it is. Like they're all just like, and you know, he's one to talk because he immigrated here.
Well, what's stupid is he was saying, oh, we should allow immigration of like programmers and stuff. We don't got enough here, and that's not true. So both him and Trump aren't okay with like people that will farm the land and stuff coming over here, but they're okay with high paying jobs getting taken by immigrants.
It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous because like if there's no way they can like have like they want to do like a mass deportation. Yeah. There's no way.
He said he's going to do that day one. So tomorrow. He's going to I guess in Chicago first. So he's going to get like 100 ICE guys to round up a bunch. And,
what the fuck are they gonna do with them? They can't. Were they just gonna throw them over the border? They throw them over the Rio Grande.
Last time he was president, they put them all in camps. Yeah. And the children got split from their parents, and they never like found the kids' parents a lot of times. And,
anybody that's not making the connection between like Nazi Germany and this,
how can you not?
How can you not see it? How can you not see it? It's so obvious. It's so obvious to me. Like because you cannot mass deport that many people without putting them in concentration camps. And then like you remember like back like when like those one guards like set the things on fire. They set those like cages on fire and a bunch of people died too. Yeah. They couldn't get out because they were locked in there. Like
I read a lot of transsexuals and stuff are buying guns because they're afraid what's going to happen while Trump's president.
No, we're all scared. I mean, everybody's scared, you know? It's just like, it's so...
And then Trump releases a meme coin of himself, Trump coin, and he makes $30 billion in a day. Before he gets sworn in as president. He makes $30 billion off of it.
And that has to be, that's washing money. That's washing money. He washed money somehow.
Probably.
I don't know how he did it, but he washed money somehow.
I bet you're right.
Yeah. So he probably had a bunch of people.
Bunch of money
who
couldn't clean.
Yeah.
So he created a crypto coin.
They
wash it through it.
Yeah, he's washing money.
He's washing money.
Yeah, for real. I really think that. What's the meme coin called?
It's like the $ Trump, I think, something like that.
Stoops.
I don't know.
Stoops. Wow.
I need to look into it more. I forget what exactly it was called. It's something like that, though.
I mean,
Trump coin or something. I don't know.
What are we gonna do? What timeline are we in? This is not a good time. This is a bad timeline. Like we. What did we do? What did we do?
We keep reporting about it.
I know. I guess so. Like, jeez. Like, much other stuff happened this week too. Oh yeah, Biden was trying to
a ban on the presidential immunity where presidents aren't above the law.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he got anything to pass with that.
Yeah, he's like figured it out like a couple days before he left office, and like now it's like I hope it does go through.
Why can't he just do executive order on that? Yeah. Right? Like, because Trump always does executive orders. Why can't Biden just do like, this is now law?
Yeah. Every time I say stuff like that, it pisses people off because I do like Biden. Like, I do like it. You know, he did a lot of good, but also like he's almost too good. It's like sometimes you gotta fight dirty. Well, sometimes you gotta like.
He released his son.
Yeah, but he can't fucking forgive everybody's student loans, but he can pardon his son. Like, I'm pissed.
Oh god, my student loans were supposed to be wiped out.
Yeah, yours.
And I called the Department of Education, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this should have been wiped out. We'll send this up the chain, make sure it's taken care of."
Yeah.
They said I was supposed to hear back in 30 days from them. It's been like 6 now, nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call again. They'll probably be like, "Oh, this is the first I've heard of it."
Yeah, every time I call, I get put on hold for so long, and it just like stresses me out. And I'm like, I'm not gonna like spend my lunch break just being on a hold. You know, like, it's stupid. It's stupid. Like, you could literally just executive order all the things.
Do you think people realize, like in like the Congress and stuff, realize people's student loans that were supposed to be wiped out aren't being wiped out?
I don't think they even know.
I don't think they know.
No, because it's not getting to them. No, they're not answering.
Like they think, oh, we're heroes. We wiped out loans.
Yeah, we signed a paper.
But they're not getting wiped out.
Yeah, I
think the loan companies are being like corrupt as shit. Yeah. They're selling the loans.
Yeah.
Like.
So nobody knows who to call.
Navient just sold my loan to Mandela or something like that. And it's like, how are you selling loans that are supposed to be wiped out? Yeah. That has to be illegal.
That's actually it. Yeah. Like, it is illegal. So they're not supposed to sell your debt because they're selling your information. Like, after they sell it.
Well, they're selling, a loan that shouldn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some shady stuff.
Super shady.
It's super shady.
Like, the college I went to doesn't even exist anymore. And like, they told everybody, like, there were so many commercials, like, go to Apollo College.
Yeah,
and, like,
Art Institute Portland. All of them are like, all the art institutes are shut down.
Yeah.
Because they just took anybody into them, even if they weren't skilled.
Yeah.
And then nobody could get jobs.
It's so wild. Yeah, it was so hard. So I did end up getting like a couple good jobs. I could never make enough to pay my student loans, like make the payments. The payments were like
every month I was just paying interest pretty much.
Yeah, I was just paying interest. Like, I've never like my loan is like almost more than when I pulled it out, and like, what? Yeah. And I can't even do the job.
We're set up to fail in this country, you know?
Yeah, it's like, why did they give me a loan? They should have denied me. They should have denied me.
Well, that actually happened to some kids at the Art Institute. They were like halfway third year in, and then they stopped giving them loans.
Yeah.
So now they can't pay for college and have to drop out. So now they don't even have a degree, but paid all this money for the school.
Oh my gosh, scams. It's like, who gave... Like, my dad was a co-signer for the loan. I remember going in and, like, talking to the people, and I didn't know what the... I don't know what the fuck
I didn't know what I was doing.
I didn't know what I was doing either. I think
back then, if I knew I was going to be, like, 60 grand in debt, like, I never would have went.
No, I never would have went.
I would have just. I'd rather take that money and start a business.
Yeah, start a business. You know? Yeah,
like,
and that's what a lot of people did that, and it's so wild. Like, you know what's like, I watched something the other day, super wild, where like a lot of families who like drive into people, like, you need to get up and go to work, you need to start work, like, go to college, do all this stuff, like, you need to go to work, like, opposed to all the kids who, like, got to, like, they didn't have to work, they stayed home, they weren't allowed to work, they just be a kid, they are the ones that end up making, like, coming up with, like, multi-billion-dollar ideas, and then not having to really work ever, you know? But, like, the people who are told, like I've been working since I was, like a child. Like, I've been working since I was a child. And that's, like, I should have money. I should have, you know, have, like, stuff going on. Yeah. But it's, like, these people who, like, didn't have to work until, like, they didn't have to get a job ever. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, they come up with, like, a makeup line or something.
Would it be nice to be, like, a trust fund baby, like Trump, where he just gets money just to be alive?
Do you think we would still be good people if we were just, like, handed money, like, when we were kids?
Probably not.
Like,
no, I know I would.
Yeah, I feel like I would, too. Yeah,
I feel like use it to help people.
Yeah, for real, though. Yeah, I feel like I would be a good person, too, still. Like, I feel like I wouldn't tell a whole lot of people, but like, if we met, I'd be like, I'm actually poor.
I'm actually a millionaire.
Yeah.
No.
I fucking wish. Like, I fucking paid for my own ham. God damn it. No, just kidding.
Oh, that was funny. So we got breakfast this morning. And the waitress was like... She was like...
so weird.
That doesn't look... I got this ham scramble. It just covered with tons, like, way
so
too much
cheese.
She was like, that doesn't look right. I'm like, well, this is some Oreo. What should it look like? And she's like, well, maybe it's just the plate.
Yeah, she was...
It was weird. Then she comes back and she's like, did that taste okay?
It was so weird.
It did.
Do you feel okay? Like, are you okay?
Still.
Are you okay still? Oh, like, I'm a little worried for you.
But,
like, how she was acting.
Yeah, I was a little scared after she was acting. I was like, am I going to get... like food poisoning or something?
For real,
like,
the way she was acting, she was so worried for
like,
you.
did they throw that ham on the floor yesterday or something?
Well, the eggs are bad. Well, and then also, like, why would you cover it with that? Well, maybe the eggs were just burnt or something.
Oh,
but, like,
and that's why they cover with cheese?
Yeah,
maybe.
I hope that's what it was. Because what if, like, the way she was saying that, it's like, if she knew it didn't look right, why'd she even bring it to you?
Yeah.
Why did she even bring it to you?
She should have been like,
this isn't right, remake it. Because that's her job.
And it was weird when she was writing it on the ticket, she was like, how do I word this? It's like, has nobody ordered this before?
Yeah,
like,
I was
that
actually,
seemed weird.
I was almost like, in my mind, I was trying to tell you, I'm like, man, if, like, a waitress, like, doesn't know how to write the order and you've been working here a while, like, maybe you shouldn't fucking order that.
Well,
but at the same time, it's just eggs and ham.
Yeah. Like, tons of people must have ordered that. Like, she even says, like, since it doesn't look right, other people have ordered it, right? So, I don't... Yeah, that was... The whole thing was so weird.
She was weird last time we were there, too.
Really?
Yeah, remember, last time we went, the first time we went, she was being really weird, too. Where she was being super nice, but she was also being, like, very weird about stuff. Like, where she didn't know... like the menu.
Like your meat. We asked about the meatloaf and it was like it had been done for like a week.
Yeah, it's like they make the meatloaf on Thursdays.
We should probably stop eating there.
We should probably. I feel okay.
I feel fine.
I feel fine. Yeah. Like, but we're also fucking like raccoons, so you know.
Pretty much.
But, like, so I was like,
kind of my industry, like I've worked in video games, and Nintendo finally released the Switch 2, what it looks like. They had a little trailer, and it's pretty much exactly the same as for Switch. They didn't really change much at all.
Like,
I guess
like B button's blue now.
Yeah, I guess the controllers are magnetic on it instead of sliding in, and then apparently you can use them as a mouse. It looked like. So I don't know if they're gonna have RTS games or something.
That's kind of cool.
But So it's just more powerful Switch 1. And then they just instead of a new name, they just switched 2. That's the first time Nintendo's ever done that. Just called something 2. They've always had like a new name for it.
Yeah, so it's just Nintendo 2. Or Switch 2.
Yeah, Switch 2. Switch 2.
Switch 2.
And they haven't said like any stats about like how powerful it is yet.
Yeah.
They just showed what it looked like. That's what it's so far. But I guess it's coming out like this summer or something.
That's funny. Yeah, they're finally like.
Well, there was a bunch of leaks. They were getting pissed off because like other companies were leaking the console, like what it looked like. So they finally just made a little video to show what it looked like. So like rumor building go crazy or something. But,
they pissed off people. If people are leaking stuff, they pissed off people. Yeah.
I think one mistake they're doing, whenever Nintendo's had success, it's because they've released a Zelda game with like day one of the new console. And I don't think they're doing it with this one. So that might hurt them.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. We'll see.
For real. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, Zelda is,
You've never played a Zelda game, right?
I've never really played it.
I need to get you to play Zelda.
Yeah, I've never really played it.
Game in the world. They're the best game ever created. They're so good.
Yeah, I've heard that.
They're so good. The puzzles are amazing. Like, they're so good.
I've watched it a couple times, but I've just never really like been around it really. So
I think Link's Awakening would be a good first one for you to play.
Yeah,
because it's pretty short. It's not too difficult. Like, it'd be a good introduction to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be like stupid easy. Like,
no, they still got challenging puzzles, but it's a good introduction one, I think. Or that, or Wind Waker would be a good one too.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm down. I just grew up playing mostly just like Resident Evil, like Resident Evil, and then Gauntlet, and like a couple other games like Sled Storm, Jet Moto.
Oh yeah.
You know that one? The pod racing game. Nice. Pod Racers, or what was that called? I forget. I think it's
Star Wars Pod Racing.
Yeah, it's just called Star Wars Pod Racing. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
What's the craziest dream you've ever had?
The craziest dream? Oh, so I've had a lot of really wild dreams. But I feel like the one that sticks out in my head, I've got like one that really sticks out in my head that was really weird. I had this dream like, I don't know how long ago. Maybe like, it was like 10, 15 years ago, but I still like think about it. It was so weird. I never had it again. It was just like this one dream that I like had for like a couple nights in a row. But I was like back in my childhood house, and like the whole house was like it was my childhood house, but it was like, but I was like small. I was like a tiny like human, and then the whole house was like full of water. Like it was like the ocean. Like the ocean was like in my childhood house, like throughout the whole house.
So and it was like swimming around the house.
Yeah, so it was like swimming, but like it seemed so big. It was It was like to scale, but like way bigger. Yeah. And then there was like a full ocean like in my house, and there was like a humpback whale, like swimming through the house. And I was like on the humpback whale, just like chilling. And I was just like laying on the humpback whale, and it was like swimming around the house. And it was just so weird because it felt so real. And it was just like one of those dreams that like, I just like, it was just really weird. Like I've had crazier dreams, but that's like the one that like really sticks out in my mind. That was just like what the hell, you know? Normally I like have dreams where like stuff is weird, but it's not like, you know, it's like I'll be on like other planets or in other dimensions, or, you know, it's like stuff is going on, but like the fact that like there was like an ocean in my house when there was like a humpback whale, that was just weird. It was weird.
The weirdest dream I've had, I had it 5 times in a row, like 5 nights in a row. I'd have the exact same dream, like to the point, like exactly the same. Oh my gosh! And it was this giant Easter bunny, decked out in military gear with like, you know, grenades across his chest and stuff, like red, like Rambo, red bandana. He came barging in my room. I was like in my bed sleeping. I wake up and he just chucked a grenade at me. And like I jump out of bed and it explodes, and like then I go chasing after him out of my room, and then like I just couldn't wake up. And then next night it happened, that same exact dream happened. It did that like 5 nights in a row. I was only like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 years old. I was really young. But that dream has stuck with me. I remember it. Like,
it's just the weirdest. It's like the weirdest kind of dreams where it's like I've had crazier dreams, but like there's like those certain ones that really stick with you.
You know what time it is? Escape pod time.
Oh, it is escape pod time.
So we're gonna do a little different this time. We're gonna go out, teleport to a bar, and ask them random college student or something that we find one of the hypothetical questions. So let's go.
Escape pod.
And just kidding, we didn't go to the bar. We got tired and just watched a movie instead. Yeah. So we'll just do the escape pod segment with us again. Yeah. Next time. Yeah. Maybe.
We got so tired. I wanted to go so bad. And we were gonna go. No, I did want to go in my head, but my body was saying
your body
no.
Was like, no.
No, my body was like, there's no way you're leaving this couch. So yeah.
So all right, if you were stuck in the, like, just woke up in the back of a trunk. Okay. And there's no lights. Okay. Like, how would you escape? What would you do?
Well, I'd probably freak out, which is probably something you shouldn't do.
Yeah, but I'd probably stay calm.
Yeah, I'd probably freak out. I'd probably like I'd try to push the seat forward. I'd probably try to get out of the seat. Okay. But then I'd also be scared they were still in the car. I would wait. If I woke up with the trunk and the car was moving, then I'd be like, chill.
Let's say it's just stationary. Okay. You don't hear anything, like you're in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'd definitely try to like push the seats forward. I'd try to like I'd try to see if there was like any like little ounce of light. I would try to like get there somehow, like yell through the hole.
Raccoon with his little claws.
Yeah, I'm trying to like yell through the hole or like stuff like a wire out so hopefully somebody can see me, or like try to pump. I'm trying to like push the trunk open probably. Yeah. To no prevail, I'm sure, but I try to escape like that. And then I just make a lot of noise. I just like bounce around. Like, if somebody saw a car just, like, bounce around and heard somebody yelling in the back of a trunk.
Probably they were having sex.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah. Well, plus, if they're in the middle of nowhere, nobody's going to see anything.
Well, that's more reason to have sex.
Yeah. For real, though. Dang. Dang. Yeah, I'd probably, like, I don't know, freak out a little bit. But, like, definitely try to find, like, I know that there's, like, latches. There's, like, a latch to open the trunk.
So I went ahead and looked up AI already on this. So apparently 2,000 newer cars, there is a emergency release in the trunk for that reason.
For that exact reason, dang. Yeah, girls be careful.
And then also, I guess you can punch out the taillights, and then you could like stick a hand out and like wave somebody down or something. Okay,
but if you're in the middle of nowhere, who's gonna see your hand? Fucking birds come and peck at your hand. You're like, oh.
You just get rats like crawling in through.
There's like vultures like circling. Yeah. Like, oh, we know this bitch is done for. Yeah, for real.
And then you were right with the seat thing, pushing that down. Because a lot of times the seats like pull down.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good. All right, you're up.
Okay. So if you woke up and suddenly the world was taken over by like super smart squirrels.
Because that's gonna happen.
Yeah. And but there's like you can't find any other humans.
Yeah.
And then you have like these squirrels are like they have like a whole like patriarchy going on. They have systems in place, a monarchy. They have systems in place. Like you're just like the human, you know.
Like we've pretty much humanity's been replaced with squirrels. But, the last human left.
Yeah, like super smart squirrels, and you're like the last human left. And like you walk out of your house, and they're like, "No, we need like rent and nuts. We need nuts. We need you do this. Like, how are you gonna escape? How are you gonna get away?" Like,
oh, let's see. Well, can squirrels swim?
I don't know, but probably.
What? You sure?
Maybe.
I've never seen a squirrel swim.
I've never seen a squirrel swim either, but I feel like they probably could.
You think they could?
Yeah, I've seen a squirrel jet ski.
I kind of want to throw a squirrel in the water, see what happens.
I know. We'd save it, but yeah. Don't worry, Peter. I know it would probably panic, but it'd probably swim.
Yeah, probably.
It would tell it might get waterlogged and it could just like drop to the bottom.
Sinks it down.
Yeah.
Well, if they can't swim, I'd get on a boat and like go to island. Kind of like the same thing that would happen if there's a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
To a small island, kill off all the squirrels on that island, And then I'll just live alone, a lonesome life the rest of my life. Yeah.
Yeah, and then surprise, like there's one other person that made it to the island, and it's me.
Aww.
You're like, man, did you see those squirrels? It's a huge bunch of huge squirrels. Like, what's with this place?
You're just oblivious to them. Like, did you know it was taking over squirrels?
Yeah,
like you were like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like I just came to the
island.
island.
This guy's crazy. And then you don't want anything to do with me.
Oh no. Well, I can't find any more humans, so like you've got like squirrels on the barbecue. I'm like, hey, what's up?
You really want to go back to like the mainland, and I'm like, no, there's giant squirrels. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They're super smart giant squirrels. Yeah. And like I already lived on the island, just like come out of the bushes, like what are you doing on my island?
And then you're actually a squirrel disguised as a human. And
Oh
you
my
take
god!
off the human mask.
Yeah, it's like peel out. Like I was like, I'm gonna need that nut payment.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of episode 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Signing off.
Yeah. Bye.
Don't let the squirrels bite.
Yeah. Don't let the squirrels bite.